Hey you guys, happy Sunday. I read this book a couple of weeks ago. I've been meaning to do a review on it. And the name of the author is Masterpiece. The name of the book is Forevermore. And it's her first standalone. That's what she said in the acknowledgments. So I came to talk to y'all about this book. Okay, this book kind of made me, it was real good. It was a really, really good book. But it was very, very sad. It was like, it gave me a kind of like an early 2000 feel where a person had to go through a lot of stuff to get get to a happy ever after. It kind of gave me that feel. It's about this girl. Her name is Prophecy. I hope I said her name right. And Prophecy has a best friend named Nemesis. Prophecy, in the way this book started off, this girl come from an affluent family. Both her parents are doctors. She's a good girl. She's the girl next door, your friend. She's someone to talk to. She's a wonderful daughter, a wonderful student, a wonderful best friend. She's just one of those people she's a strong girl. She's plus size, and she also very beautiful. She's very confident. In my eyes, she couldn't do no wrong. She's just a person who uplifts. She always does the right things. She's very smart. She had a whole life set out, mapped out. If she says she's going to do something, she's going to do it. And she had these two best friends. One was a cousin. I think her name was Tiffany. And her best friend, Nemesis. Nemesis was a genius. He was a genius. Like he was any answer, anything he needed, anything you wanted to know, he knew. He could tell you. Nemesis he wasn't he was kind of it was kind of like the typical smart kid in like, Beverly Hills kind of feel, because these all affluent kids come from affluent families, so they're rich. They go to private school, and it's the typical bully. He get bullied by the football team. They bully him, and he don't stand up for himself. He don't like to fight. And I'm hood. I grew up fighting my whole life, but my children don't fight. And I also teach them, they know how to fight, but they don't fight. And I let them know it's okay. You don't have nothing to prove to anyone. You don't have to fight. And to be honest, that's how Prophecy treats him. She said, like, if you're not it's okay. It's okay. She wants him to stand up for himself. But she accepted that her friend he's just not a fighter. And she don't love him any less. And he gets bullied. But he gets bullied by Prophecy's boyfriend. But he does not want to tell Prophecy because he don't want to hurt her. Also, Prophecy sees the good in everybody. She looks over the bad. Like, she sees the signs, but she tries to see the good in everything. And that is going to be her downfall. Something is going to happen. And it's just gonna send like this beautiful, quirky, popular girl on a down spiral. She's gonna end up depressed. Something is gonna happen where Nemesis is gonna have to stand up for her, not stand up for himself. Stand up for her because someone she trusted wholeheartedly betrayed her in the worst way. And Nemesis is gonna take matters in his own hands and do the unthinkable, where it's gonna put him in a situation where he's gonna be like in a prison, not a prison, like a prison, where like he's in prison but he's not in prison. He's gonna pretty much be in a situation where the powers that be gonna have control of him. Like, and this author, hey, y'all know how the growing up when you was growing up in the 90s, the man. Y'all remember the man, like the man trying to hold us down. The man got his foot on our necks. Well, this book, pretty much the man is the bad guy, okay? And the man is like pretty much controlling everything. You know how people say, the big C, that not too long ago happened. They say how people put it out to control us. Well, pretty much that's what they're doing in this book. Like, this book make you think about all the conspiracy theories that we have learned over the years. I'm growing up in the night. It's like, coming from the 90s into the 2000s, even up to now, it's all kind of conspiracy theories. And the way this author depicted the characters, like in today's time, the characters in like modern today's time, contemporary times, it was, to me, it was kind of believable, because like, and the key about it that really stood out to me, the man, he was black. He wasn't white, because in my mind, growing up, the man was white. He was a white person, or it was the powers that be was white. The masses, they was white. In this book, the masses is not white; they're black. He give you a Papa Pope feel. If anybody used to watch Scandal, like he was giving, and he was with the shits. Okay, like, to be honest, whatever Nemesis thought, he wasn't too smart. Like, Nemesis was just pretty much, to me, Nemesis was a genius. Like, he can create things. He can create the unthinkable. But his daddy, the masses, he was always 10 toes ahead of you. Like, you could come up with a plan to escape. He already done thought about it. Like, you was not going to win with him. He knew how to predict what you was going to do when you was going to do it before you even did it, before you even thought about it. And he controlled everybody. He controlled the world. Nemesis was born to do his bidding. He was. Nemesis was born to do his bidding. We realize Nemesis go from a coward to be a person that you won't like. I'm not going to say he was the bad guy, but I'm going to say he was the bad guy. Because he was hurt. He was in pain. And he ended up in that situation because he saved his best friend. I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. The plot of this book was so freaking phenomenal. Everything that had happened was supposed to happen. And it was already preordained, I guess. I hope I said that right. Preordained before, like, it was already set in motion before Nemesis could walk and talk. Like, a plan was already made for his life to turn out the way it turned out before he can even talk. The book is fucking amazing. And if you're into conspiracy theories, or if you're into a lot of the powers to be, or the stories about, this is the book for you. It makes you think. It makes you think a lot of stuff that people say on the internet, it makes you feel like it's some truth to it. So if y'all looking for a good read, please pick up this book by Masterpiece, Forevermore. Okay? And you guys be easy, and y'all have a good night. Happy Sunday.